Alright, hello gamers, and welcome to a Minecraft video with me, JC4MC, aka Hipster Jesus. And here on this video, I have decided to give a quick tour of, not my mansion, because that already was toured by Scuffy in a Scuffcraft video, but of my estate. My estate kind of grew a lot since last time. I think that I gave a tour of it. I'm not sure if I did or not. But yeah, as you can see, it's kind of grown. I have some new stuff set up. So we'll go ahead and get into this because I already recorded for like 40 minutes with a different mic. Well, with a mic, and it kind of sounded bad. So I'm going to make this a lot quicker because that one, or that time was like 40, yeah, like I said, 40 minutes. This is much too long for my taste. So I'll quickly get into this after I eat a piece of steak here. Yum, yum, yum. All right. My voice sounded weird there, I think. Yeah. All right. So first off, the fence for my house used to be, where did I put my fence? I can't remember. Well, I actually moved over into this area, filled in a bunch of places, replaced a bunch of sand with dirt, and grass eventually spread to the whole area here. So I could build some stuff. This is a charcoal, as long as lag will help. Oh, Mindy's on. This is a charcoal creator. You put wood in the top chest, drops into there, and yeah, the charcoal that's already in there fuels the furnace, and then the charcoal that is created goes into this chest, goes up here, and goes back in as more fuel. Once that fills up with fuel, the chest here starts to get filled up, and I have a lot of charcoal in there. I have yet to use any of it, but yeah. This is, and I'll just preface this, the majority of these, actually all these contraptions were not my ideas. I got them from YouTube because I'm kind of decent with redstone, but I'm not creative when it comes to creating stuff. So yeah, there's that, and I just want to put that out there. Okay, but this thing here is a cow cooker slash breeder. What you do is push one of these buttons. The items for some reason were knocked off. Don't know why, but they were knocked off, and I don't know off the top of my head which one does what now. Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like this area was griefed. No, that's still there. Well, anyway, one of them puts water where the cows are standing, and they'll hop up. I'll come up here, and I'll feed them a bunch of wheats, which I was growing from there, but I decided to stop doing that because I don't use this enough, and I need the carrots more. But yeah, they do that, and I feed them the wheat, and then I push another button that extends a piston out that pushes the baby cows in here. Then I push another button that ends up killing the grown-up cows once the baby cows grow up. And bam, all the items go into here. Yeah, that's how that works. Or I just hit them with a sword. Usually I will just hit them with a sword because it's I get much more steak and leather from that. This right here is, I'm not going to pull that lever, but if I would pull that lever, these pistons would go back and water would fall and then extend all the way out to this last block right here, this last line here that I'm standing on. And it would put all the carrots, potatoes, whatnot, whatever you grow here into the hoppers and extend in, or yeah, go all the way into this chest. So that's fancy. I had wheat there at one point, but I decided to not do wheat because I already had plenty of it and I was not using it as much as I was wanting to for the cows in there. So yeah, there's that. And this was another wheat growing contraption I had. What I would do, and it required a lot of bone meal. There's still a ton of bone meal on here. I'll see if this opens. No. Or did I empty out the bone meal? I may have lag. I may have emptied out the bone meal. Yep, looks like I did. So what I would do, you would ride on this, there we go, and go all the way across, and you would hold down, okay, lag. Yeah, major lag also kind of made this not useful, but the main thing that made it not useful was the nerfing of crops, and would take, well, of wheat specifically, I believe, because yeah, it would just throw out bone meal and wheat would grow in like earlier versions of Minecraft. But whenever they decided to nerf it, Mojang, that is the day I speak of, decided to nerf it, this became obsolete because you would not get any kind of wheat. Maybe you got 5 after taking 10 or more trips, but it would just ultimately not be worth it because of bone meal. So yeah, that thing. So I'm probably going to destroy it at some point, but I have yet to. This is, I think people say rain causes lag. I never believed them, but I'm starting to believe them now because I'm noticing it more. This is a farm. It's my newest addition to my immediate estate. That's like right next to my house. I built it a couple weeks ago, and yeah, because I needed a way to easily gain levels, and for a while this was alright, but the lag got to me eventually. It was extreme lag. It would take forever just to breed everything. It would maybe take a minute or two for them to, or for the animals to actually realize, or I don't know, you know how lag is. Yeah, just that is the lag made it really slow and everything. So I destroyed them, and yeah, the lag even affected my house. Yeah, or the chest in my house. So I decided to just kill all the animals off. There we go. So eventually I'm going to move it back here, but I think for now, once I get enough fence, I just have to make it. It's not going to be a huge issue to make it. I'm going to build it off in the distance, so that way it's not going to affect my house. I think I guesstimated about 10, it's about 10 chunks away from my house, if I go by the REI's mini-map that I have up in the top right corner. So yeah, that will eventually happen, I hope. And here I have my open. There we go. Here I have my stables. Have all my horses. Okay, come on, lag. Stop doing this, dude. Stop doing this to me. Joe West was on. No way. Joe West. Joe West. Yes, I think that's what he intended it to sound like. So, I give up. So, lag doesn't want me to go in my stables. But yeah, that's my stables with my horses and whatnot. These are automatic lights. They have daylight sensors, and they push a block of redstone whenever it's daylight, and it pulls it back whenever it's nighttime, and so they light up only when it's nighttime. So it's a fancy little contraption. I don't know if I thought of it or got it from a video, though. I will say I might have actually thought of that myself, even though it's probably a popular idea that people think of anyway, because it's not really redstone doesn't really use up a lot of redstone, and it's a pretty simple idea. So I may have thought about that on my own. I can't recall though, so don't quote me on that. And right here we got the pumpkin farm. It's an automatic farm here. Then the sugarcane one right there. There's a path here. I think this is that path. Yes. This is the path I made from here to an area close to spawn to get a few horses, because I have a few horses in there that were initially from the big 1.7 update where Jason spawned like a bunch of horses with max hearts. So that was pretty cool. And then we have a spawner up here. This is actually, I know who made this. It was Mumbo Jumbo. And I'll show you what I mean. Oh, hey, stuff is actually spawning in there. No way. Huh. Well, I turned it off because it really wasn't spawning stuff well. And so I have a hopper. Well, he made it with a hopper timer, so I made it with hopper timer, of course. Yeah, and I just took the items out because it was actually causing me lag every time, I guess, it would turn on, because that's like a lot of stuff, or a lot of dispensers up there shoot out water or drop out water, and that's how the stuff falls, and I fall to their death. Yeah, but it wasn't working out near as well as I thought it would, so I just turned it off, which was a good decision on my part because of the lag. it was just making lag much worse for me in my area. There's a giant cube. There's helicopters on the top. I think Scuffy actually looked at that. I think the things that Scuffy actually looked at, I will just tell you, hey, look at the Scuffcraft video. I'll probably link it somewhere. This is an igloo I made. That was an old sheep farm. It didn't work out near as well. And then I actually I'll actually tell you this, I set up, oh, you see Slime 2, Slime 3, and Slimes. Those are markers, yeah, markers for potential slime chunks that I think I might have found. So I'm going to hopefully set up farms for those because 1.8 is coming out. And I just need to continue trying to figure out, yeah, which of those or where the spawn chunks are in those areas. And then that area back here is a big tree house, or multiple tree houses, I should say. That was for a Scuffcraft build. This is for a Scuffcraft, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, build. Sorry about that. Okay, so right here that I'm walking to right now, we have my zombie pigman spawner. And, sorry, that I built a few days ago. And the reason for that is because zombie pigmen drop purple items, which are it's the RPG plugin that is on the server. And as you can see, they're falling, or they're coming down here. And they drop RPG items, or the purple items, I should say, because blaze farming is now not as against the rules. So I do this, and I make sure they don't get like a ton of them here, because that creates lag for the server. Yeah, so I've been doing this a little bit. I've gotten like a lot of rotten flesh, and I'm selling that to the server because you get like $1,000 almost for a whole stack of rotten flesh. So that's pretty good money. And then over here is actually the place where I'm going to build a temporary farm, because the farm I had over, yeah, by my mansion caused so much lag. I think I might have mentioned that, but it caused way too much lag for the chests in my mansion and just in my mansion in general. So I'm just going to build one out here. It'll be pretty simple. It's be fences, a bunch of fences surrounding the areas for each of the animals that I choose to have, and it'll be pretty simplistic. So yeah, that's going to happen there. That's pretty much it. Aside from a few secrets that Scuffy did not show in her video, not reviewing, but touring my mansion, that's pretty much all there is to my area. Oh, hey, one thing. Up here, you can't really see it right now. One thing, it's night, and I don't think the chunks load far enough out. It might have seen a glimpse of it. Okay. If you look, I don't think it's a cloud, but there is a square. Oh, wait, see that thing glowing to the right of that cloud right there where the pointer's at? That is actually a big land mass, where there is a kind of a, for the holiday Scuffcraft, I built, oh, not a dungeon. I don't know what to call it exactly because it's been a while. But it is a, yeah, big memorial kind of thing for one of the old Minecraft gods. It's a story I made up, but an old Minecraft god called Porcus, and he would drop bacon, but because the other stuff like cows and the cow god and chicken god and whatnot were jealous, they trapped it up there and made it to where it dropped pork, or pigs dropped pork instead of bacon. So that's a little story I made up. But yeah, that was and it was, what was it? It was Latin. I forgot what the holiday was, but I liked the idea of it because it was funny. And can't remember. But anyway, yeah, it was Latin, and it was pretty awesome. So, this is gonna open hopefully. Okay, so that's everything. This is my mansion, as I had mentioned. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the tour and think, I'm building cool stuff, please give me a like and subscribe tell a friend. If you don't have any friends, well, keep watching because that'll be nice. And yeah, I plan to record on other servers as well. Maybe mini games. I don't know. It's been a while since I posted anything. Hopefully this actually does get posted and I don't just delete it because I think I sound bad. But I don't know if I'll do that or not. I'll have to review it. So anyway, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for more videos and give me ideas if you have any ideas of stuff you actually want to see recorded. Maybe not Minecraft, but other games as well. So, yeah, lag. So anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time.